Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-series, and long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, the long-awaited, I don't want to say finale or penultimate episode because I don't know anymore. I called
Never
it
ends.
wrong, and the players are just like, so 10 more episodes, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, sounds good.
We're just gonna bully you into more episodes. Who you
I
can't.
just love this
Promise us you
system
can't.
so much. This game
It's
is
a
so
fun
good.
system.
But we're playing Apocalypse Keys. I don't know if I said that. It's chaos here, chaos and bedlam. Before diving into it, we do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being we have a new sponsor for our stream. That is Soul Muppet Publishing. They published the Orbital Blues game that we played recently, and have a game out on Kickstarter called Inevitable. I recommend you go check it out. It looks awesome, and I am definitely trying to get a early peek so that we can play it stream because it looks really cool. Other than that, if you miss any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel. It's just Lost Caravan RPG at YouTube. We have something like 270 something videos, which is crazy. And if you want to support us even further, you can check out our website, lostcaravanrpg.com, where you can learn about the stream team, the community that helps to support us, as well as check out our merch store, where you can get cool merch like this shirt.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Thank you.
And we hack and love you for it. Other than that, our casting call is out, should be coming out. Dido will correct me in the chat. Our casting call for next month is going to be up very soon, if it's not already up. So if you want to come and roll some dice for us, there it is. There's the casting call. Go fill it out. Come roll some dice. We've got a bunch of cool games on the docket, and a bunch of cool people to roll some dice with. You can also join our Discord. Link is down below, that big old button that says Discord. It's where we hang out, post our casting calls, schedules, and just generally hang out and be big gay nerds. I think I'm going to kick up some music here. Go around and let everyone introduce themselves, their characters, and their just general vibe going in. We'll go clockwise, starting for me, which means that we are starting with Taylor.
Oh, okay. Hi. I am Taylor underscore potato tail underscore. I am playing Fang, the Fallen. A fallen god that is trying so desperately to get back to godlyhood, but I don't know how that's gonna happen. I think where we left off, there was a very desperate plea to not kill Death that now Fang may be questioning their general feelings for a lot of things, and I think is also in like full scary fallen god form with like snake body and wings and fangs and stuff, so looking pretty cool.
Unfortunately, our Snake Mommy t-shirt is not out yet, but we're working on it.
Ah.
Get in the comments.
Get in the comments. Bring us down to Kit.
Me? Hi, I'm Kit. You can find me places on the internet at KitRollCause. I believe it's above me. Tonight I will be playing Emma, everyone's favorite little imaginary friend, who's not having a good time tonight, y'all. It's been a rough one, for our gal. She lost her telepathy for most of the last episode, and has only recently gotten it back. And let me check my notes. Homegirl is pissed. I think that's about all we need to know about that.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll see what happens.
It's, hashtag hungering void moments.
Hashtag just void
I
girl
want that
things.
on a shirt.
I'm on it.
And then last but not least, over to Holly.
Hey, I'm Holly, and I am playing Priya the Shade. She is she doesn't know right now. She's feeling a bit conflicted now. She's changed. There's some things that have changed for her.
She met her mom.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that, in case you didn't see it, if you didn't see it, my mom is deaf. So
Spoiled girl things.
yeah, right. I'm just, doing those things. And yeah, right now Priya's a bit conflicted. She's feeling some type of way about a lot of things regarding the reveal, regarding like Bang. I mean, there's just a lot going on in her head. But yeah.
All right. And that just leaves me. Of course, I am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game and for most games around here. Although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM seat in the coming weeks because we have a bunch of great people that want to tell a bunch of great stories, and we are here to support it. I think that's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
We can dive on into this, and this music is far too cheery.
Oh no.
Oh, I need to get some mood music in my head. What's a 5?
Uh,
So,
I could send you Emma's playlist. It's just pink. I don't know what to tell you.
last time, which I highly recommend you just go watch the video up on YouTube because a ton happened. We're just gonna hit the basics. We get to hear some music, some lovely enthralling music. Got to meet a muse, a fallen angel, one that's content to just live out eternity in lavish luxury. And on our way to go mingle with some of the highfalutin guests, we pissed off the casino and its owner and operator. I do believe, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, that you three started this and issued out the challenge to the casino. And the challenge was answered.
I mean,
Mhm.
I was a sexy jazz singer, so I'm gonna say no, I did nothing. I entertained the
Fair.
masses. Everybody here loves me.
Mhm,
I think she's jealous.
They were mean to me first, so
mhm. Well,
I'm just a little guy.
regardless of who started it, whoever operates this casino was bound and determined to finish it. Because you were given a once in a lifetime, literally, opportunity to come and meet them. Not to say that that opportunity wasn't fraught with how to properly describe this. Challenges, I think, is the way to describe that. As we slowly lost our minds and our emotions, and Emma turned into
Sorry about it.
just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy. It's
Not
fine.
angry
Everything's
little guy.
fine. I am normal and regular, and just hanging. I'm totally not gonna kill death. It's fine.
We made it to the door to where death resides and had a moment of apprehension as to whether or not to open this door. Eventually culminating in the door opening. Whether it was your decision, whether you were influenced, or whether it did it on its own, the door has opened.
It opened itself. I don't like that.
And Priya voice specifically calling out to you, addressed
Mhm.
you as their lovely daughter.
Yes.
Figure that stands. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Go on. It's fine. What I'm gonna say can wait.
The figure that stands in the door has a human-ish form, as human as any of the rest of you, manifesting as this captivating woman exuding an aura of both beauty and otherworldly darkness. Her garments, dark and flowing, shift as if for a moment they're there and the next it's just darkness. She looks down at you, her eyes the shimmering wells of wisdom, like she was staring into your soul, completely ignoring the person that you put on for everyone else. Her hair cascades down around her like a river of obsidian, reflecting the light like stars in the sky, or possibly the countless souls that she's claimed in her time. I can swear that for a moment she's not there. Maybe she was never there. And she's back, ebbing and flowing like life itself. Her lips, tinged with darkness, form into a very wry. She holds a hand out to you. What would you like to do, Priya?
I'm gonna reach for her hand.
It's cold, but feels familiar. Feels oddly comforting, but in a concerning sort of. This is not the kind of comfort that you want to feel in this moment. Grips tighter, pulls you just a step closer. How tall is Priya?
She's probably just like average, she's probably like 5'5", 5'4". I mean, she's not very tall at all. Like very average height. 5'6" at highest, maybe on a good day, like
But this woman does stand a good 2, maybe 3 feet taller than you.
so I probably, as the shade, I have like a really close relationship with death anyways. So I've had experiences plenty of times with this person. However, I would say probably the details in which she describes like lips and hands and height is not something I really paid attention to much because that's not how she ever presented herself to me. Um, and so I after touching her hand and it's as cold as it can, like as cold as you suggest, like you said, I would want to let go, but I'm not going to. And I am going to say to her all all of this time.
Since the very first life began. I'm happy to see you.
I I don't know that I can say the same
Wouldn't expect so. I haven't been there for you as much as I would have liked.
or at all.
Maybe. But you brought friends. Friends that I very eager to meet. Don't hold yourself to ceremony on my account. Marched up to my door with the intent of wrath and fury. Let me have it.
Priya is gonna like. Can I still see Fang and Emma?
think we're probably just right there still.
Okay. I just want
Yeah,
to like make
unless-
sure it's like we're not
Unless
like
who has
drifting
some secret
away.
that's
I
going
know, right?
on.
That's why I'm like, I don't want to be
Uh,
like drifting away. Like
No, Emma's probably still in your head because Emma like just got their sort of mind tapping situation back. So
Okay.
they're probably still in there. And like letting you know because you asked to be asked first last time, but
Um. Yes. And Priya's just gonna say that and look over at Fang and Kit, and she is feeling like she's like missing something, but she doesn't know what it is.
I think Fing walks up to kind of like be next to Priya and is just fully like, this is death, but I was also a god. So like, I ain't intimidated by your stature, lady. Don't say that. That's her vibe. But will come up and like puts out a hand, but like not a handshake, like for her to take my hand, you know? Like puts out the hand. It's like, hi, I'm Fang. I love what you've done with this place. It's quite, I don't know what the word is. Interesting.
Just looks at your hand. You don't want me to do that.
Oh, will I like die or something? Is that the thing?
I don't think we should find out just yet.
I see.
I think Fang, you get in your head a little bit. Can you?
I try to hide the like, oh my god, Emma's back.
I'm back, bitches.
And there's just a very slight shoulder shrug, like, I don't know. Probably not.
Who among us?
And you, little ball of insecurity, is that what I'm sensing?
It's rage now that you've said that. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just sort of staring them down. Just void eyes.
you didn't come all this way for nothing. You didn't come to chat. So please, step in.
Oh, question. Speaking of coming here, not to chat. And I'll pull out the invitation. Was this from you, I assume then? That like brought us all the way out here, this creepy ass note.
The Crimson Kiss is its own entity. If it sent you those invitations, then it believes you needed to be here.
Interesting.
Steps to the side. After you.
This isn't like the apocalypse door, right? There's just a door to like her office.
Like a door.
Yeah. Like a physical door to an office, yes.
Okay,
That's
cool,
what
cool.
she wants us to think.
Right? All terrified.
Is she?
I'll let
know if
the snake mommy kind of disappear back to a little more humanoid form, just so I can have the click of the heels and feel like a boss bitch walking in here.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I don't know if my like surface level thought thing would let me tell. But I'm poking and prodding. I'm trying to figure out if she's like lying to us, if this is like a trap, like, and I don't care if she knows I'm in there.
Yeah.
At this point.
You will hear from her mind. Just ask me.
How do I know you'll tell me the truth?
Why would I lie? Vang,
all of it?
I could have just killed you the moment you stepped foot in my casino. But you're here for a reason, and I'm going to see it through.
Just like squint, walks past, like through the door, but like squinting the whole time. Saw it on a movie. It looked really intimidating. So.
Oh, darling Priya. I didn't expect you to be quite... Don't take this the wrong way. I know mortals can be sensitive about the subject of age, but older than I thought you'd be.
I mean, is it me or? I mean, you could probably fix that, right? I could look the way you would want me to, right?
Would you ask
And
that of me?
when she says that, I don't know. I'm assuming we were still, like at least embraced in hands at some point in some way. Priya like pulls her hand away very quickly, and is like, "No, I like the way that I look, and I like the age I look."
Of course. My apologies. Just kind of makes the gesture for you to step in.
I go in.
Following quickly behind you, steps in and the door shuts. Everything is dark for just a few moments, or a series of lights snap on. You find that you are all seated around a table. Felt green, single deck of cards sitting in the Another light snaps on, and find that you're all illuminated by these almost spotlights. You can see movement out in the dark. See the occasional glow of eyes. There's an audience out there watching. Then tell me, why are you here? If you wanted to kill me, probably would have tried to do so. If you wanted my approval, gone about this the wrong way. I am generous to those that I feel deserve. What do you say? You're in a casino? How do we make it interesting?
I mean, I'm looking to like Priya for anything. Like the urge to just like try and out boss bitch her is so strong, but like she's biting her tongue of like, this isn't my thing, this isn't my thing, this isn't my thing. So it's just like
So- okay, I'm gonna say I'm assuming Priya would notice, and so and and she would notice this, but she would Priya's trying to get some information currently, and so well, I mean, if it was your casino and you knew you were like why you knew we were here, you know why we were here. I don't feel the need to explain that to you. And then and oh hey hoop baby. But but then she is going to look at the deck of cards and be very tempted to like want to play this game, and she feels it. And but she looks at Fang and kind of just like gives like a knowing, like in the same way that Fang is looking at her, like I just want to rip her to shreds. Like I am like, yes. And she's gonna look at Emma or at Fang, whoever catches her eye first. I'll let you guys decide. But she's gonna look at them and say, there's another game here at play. And then that she's not going to explain herself at all. Like she's just going to utter those words and make it so that she knows that her new mom has heard her say them. Like and she's going to be like, and then she's just going to sit there and look at Death and say, what's the game?
Well, it's very simple. Everything you care about is here in front of you. You'll wager it. And if it's enough to get you through, you walk away a winner. If it's not, you lose everything.
Well, what's everything?
Well, what do you care about?
And for like a brief moment, Priya like glances over at Fang and then looks at Emma and is like, and she's going to do very much she's going to react with cold reason and logic and be like, try and get those tokens. And
You want some of mine?
and she is going to say, well, you've seen me over the years. My deck must be pretty small.
As I have told some of our clients in the past, not the size that matters, what makes it up.
Sometimes.
She'll reach out and just like place a hand on it. And cards will start shifting and shuffling themselves. Sorry, Priya, you gaining darkness tokens?
I
How
would
many
like
did you
to.
want?
Well, I don't know.
'Cause I can let you know at this moment that because of the doomed condition, every time that you would gain every time you would gain darkness tokens, I have a D4 here. It will add that many more darkness tokens.
Right. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I mean, like 2.
2?
Everything's fine.
One more for a total of 3.
Ah. Okay.
And 2 cards will shoot out from that shuffling deck in front of you. Looks at Fang and Emma. Are you in? Or is Priya doing this alone?
Emma just looks at Fang and like thinks at her like, weren't we invited? Like what is this?
Yeah, I'm just like, this is horrible. Like, this is so rude. No hospitality.
What is happening? What is
I
happening?
would
What
never
is this
throw a party
gambling?
like this. This
Is this the
is
gambling?
This is probably more gambling than we thought we were gonna have to gamble at the door. But now we are. But all of that is like mental,
Yeah.
and my face is just like just a little smirk.
Cold
And then I'll just walk, or yeah, just kind of like, because we're already seated, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of like scooch in a little, get all like comfy, and then just be like, put my hands on the table, do like the little like playing cards poker tap of like, hit me, or not poker, whatever, blackjack.
Like that.
I
Hold
don't
on
play
just a
gambling
minute.
games. I'm too
We need
poor
to
for
take
that.
a real quick break.
Yes.
Oh
We-
yeah.
Right back. And welcome back. Sorry, weather and cars don't get along. But we left off with Fang saying, "Hit me."
That's
Fang,
just Duxby in the face.
Fang
Right.
in opposition, you have 4 cards.
Oh, this is a different game. Okay.
What is happening?
Emma,
Yes.
playing or
sorry.
are you sitting out?
I. Oh, you've hit Emma in her rebellious streak. So of course I'm. There's like a gnat flying around. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think they like watch these cards get dealt, and just sort of like so. Priya got 2, Fang got 4.
Mm-hmm.
So my assumption is I guess I get 6. So Emma's just gonna start like just like glaring, just like arms crossed, glaring, and going to use her newfound powers
Ooh.
to just sort of like without even reaching out, just start pulling cards out with her mind. Just like pulls out 2, raises an eyebrow to the mistress, pulls out 2 more, eyebrow, like keeps pulling until she's like, stop it.
You would have a total of 3, or the deck for you would be empty.
Interesting. Okay. They're just sitting in front. They're just floating, I think, in front of Emma. Like she's not even.
So
touching.
2, 4, 3. Okay.
Interesting. A bold choice.
The rest of the deck shuffles itself. Kind of slides over.
I feel like I
That's-
need cards on my hand for a prop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's exciting. It's been a while since we've had anyone with enough to gamble to play at this table.
Now I see why we got the invitations. The house was bored.
Crimson Kiss always know. Well, Priya, as our guest of honor, what do you have to gamble with?
Like Priya is a bit bewildered by this question because it's not something she values being part of the division. I mean, there's not a whole lot. So what do I tell you what the cards are?
Yep. You look down at the cards. They're the 2 things in your life that are of the most value to you.
That's a tough question, Hoop. Okay. For Priya, it would be probably her close and personal relationship with death, but in her mind it was very different. So like it's kind of changed the game, but that is still like if we're objectively looking at it, that is definitely one of them. And
I'm
shoot.
I'm gonna spend my villain point
Oh god.
to get
Oh no.
one of each of your cards to nominate myself. While your first card is your relationship with death, her own face appearing on it, smiling at you sweetly. The other one is nothing. It's the end after you have failed. After death wins and you walk away empty-handed. That card is failure.
Okay.
What do you like to do? You have a list of, the character moves on your sheets, as well as the basic moves that everyone has access to.
I don't know. Okay.
If you'd like, we can also circle back around to you.
No, I would hold on. All right, I would like to use soul like a steel trap because I took that. And yes, I would like to use my cold analytical skills to help me devise the perfect plan. Yes, because I've got to go.
Soul like a steel trap.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, roll 2d6 and spend as many of your darkness tokens as you like.
And I have to tell you before, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can spend a bond afterwards to adjust it by +1 or -1.
Okay, nope. I'm gonna use the 3 that I just got. And you just add those like that is total, correct?
2d6 plus 3.
Okay. Oh, lordy day. All right, it's a 10. Oh, yay.
And it is just enough to fall under the bad stuff. So you get to ask 2.
Okay. Who I want to know how could we best end this quickly? I think I already know the answer, but I want to know it.
By giving up. By folding.
Ugh. Gonna do that, right? And what weakness do I perceive?
That's a pretty easy one in that she is very confident, perhaps overconfident, that you're all going to walk away from this empty hand. You're going to walk away with nothing.
Okay. Okay. And so I have to pick one to wager, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to wager the failure card.
Card that feels impossibly heavy.
Hmm.
It hits the table with just this almost thunderous thud that shakes it. And it just slides out in front of you from where you laid it. Interesting. Their failure is that powerful. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you're not my daughter.
Daggers.
Fang,
Hmm.
what would you like to do?
So same on my cards that they're like whatever. I'm kind of
Mhm.
like here to sacrifice or could sacrifice. I think that Fang kind of like looks through the freaking deck in her hand. So many things being like, oh, I guess I have a heart. And we'll yeah, just kind of put them all together and lean in. It's like, we're not too far from each other, I guess. We're more alike than probably many you come across. You, unfortunately for me, still have your seat. Well, I'm obviously jealous. I know how our minds work. I know how we've gotten as high as we have and how hard we can fall. And the thing that really makes us us. And she'll like slide over a card. And I'm trying to use my honey tongue and clouded minds. You've only survived in this world, this wretched state, because of your ability to lie and charm. When you unleash the dark, so I'll have to do that through lies, you can also choose from one of the below, even on a miss.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to like really just like pull in all of this kind of magic. I think the just general aura is getting a little darker, like the eyes are a little blacker, and you can feel just the daggers going towards her as she slides this card over to death.
Yeah. Roll it up.
All right.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, spend darkness and all.
And then I'm gonna do Unleash Darkness, which does that add anything in particular? It's been a hot minute since we played this.
However many darkness tokens you want to spend.
That's right. Hey, I got a lot. What is it? It's like more than At 5 is okay, but more than 5 is when stuff
Uh,
starts getting icky.
If you end a move with 5 or more, then you
With 5
do
or
the
more.
thing.
Mhm.
Which thing is it?
But then if I do
Oh crap!
too well,
You're torn between. That's the one.
okay. Then I'm gonna spend enough to get to 4, which is 3, because we ended the last session real dark.
With so many.
So many. And I'm gonna hope. Right here. Okay, that was plus 3. So that gives me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's right in the middle, right where you want to be. You get to choose
Okay.
2.
So, I get to choose 2 of those and then my thing. So, on the Unleash Dark, I think I would like to, like, as they kind of look at the card and see what it is that I have bet, like, have that little, like, oh shit, that is me, and get past their defenses and inflict a condition. I don't know what conditions they necessarily have the ability to get, because don't we all have different ones?
Mhm.
So I guess that may be up to you on how they're feeling as they see the card is your own hubris. My self-confidence, baby. It's gotten me this far.
Is humored.
Okay. And then I guess I gain the upper hand for now. I'm not sure what that necessarily means in this sense. Maybe just like reading her a little bit or something. But then I guess I want to learn a valuable secret for my honey tongue and clouded minds one.
I'm gonna send you a message.
Okay. Oh, actually, yes, still on that one.
Okay.
On my Unleash the Dark, instead of gain the upper hand, can I expose a weakness or a flaw to maybe then
For sure.
the others can see it?
That might go into the thing that I just sent you.
Perfect.
Flaw being that. Like, she physically can't do that. That can't happen.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm thinking it. If Emma can hear it.
I think I can see your thing.
Yeah, so I'll just be like, she's hot-headed, and she has no intention of letting Priya leave. We have to fix that problem.
Telephone over to Priya.
LOL.
I feel like it comes off more snarky when Emma says it.
the card of yours that I'm going to declare is love. Not worship, not adoration or obsession, but love. Emma, your companions have played their cards. What do you got?
What are my cards?
What's the one that you'd like to play? What matters to you that you'd be willing to wager?
So I think oh man. I think the card that Emma sort of has like shifted away from the other two. It just has the logo of the division on it. It is the relationship with the people who found her, the people who saved her, the people who gave her purpose and eventually helped her in, ways that maybe they didn't intend, to figure out, where the hell she came from. So it's that relationship, that tie there, that usefulness to the division, is very much a prominent relationship.
So those faces of the agents that helped get you to where you are appear on your card. Set it down. And at first they are looking at you and they are smiling and they're supportive. But as the card hits the table, their faces turn to worry and almost pain. Is there a move you'd like to do?
There very much is. So now that Emma's sort of got their oomph back, they are wasting no time getting into every head that is available. And part of that is getting into Fang's head. How do I play cards? Part of that is getting into like Priya's head. Like what are the vibes? What is going on? Who is this person? Because apparently, but also we kind of know this person. But I would very much like to get super deep into the head of the mistress. And I would like to use the classic You Can't Hide Your Heart From Me. So this is like basically taking that and ramping it up to 11 and trying to figure out what she's hiding, what she knows that she isn't telling us.
Yep. Spending any darkness tokens?
I'm gonna have to, Hoop. I'm legally obligated, and this is probably gonna get messy because I have to spend 4.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that, I guess, and it's gonna be great.
D6 plus 4.
So it's been fun, it's been real, it's been great. That is 15.
Okay.
So high.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, it was either that or be torn between. So
Yeah.
Their mind
It's
bleeds
great.
into yours. Choose one of the
Yeah, it
above,
does.
and they choose one as well.
Oh no.
And you gain a bond with death.
That might
For
not be a
sure.
bad thing.
For sure. I think I know the answer to at least one of these. But I think the one that Emma is doubting right now is who or what do you love above all else? Because she keeps saying that she cares about Priya and that Priya is her darling daughter, but Emma knows the decision that was made at some point to turn Priya away from death and try to snag Emma, and she doesn't understand what is going on there.
She does care for Priya, but it's not love. It's
Who or what is?
It's more of a need towards Priya. She loves herself. She loves the Crimson Kiss. She loves her power. Those things are all connected. And she's gonna ask you,
That's fine.
how can I make you trust me?
And make you trust me. I think probably the only way that she could get Emma to trust her. Oh God, I don't want to be mean, but I can't hide it because she's in my mind. The only way that Emma's going to trust her is if she's honest, and right now she is lying to Priya's face. And so the only way that Emma's going to trust is if she comes clean about what happened and why, and like explains that sort of disconnect, I guess, because this is supposed to be someone who Emma understands the concept of a mom. Like Emma understands that is supposed to be someone who cares about you regardless of everything else. And that doesn't look like what's happening, and it's that lying. I think if she came clean about it, that might be a way. she was honest about what was actually going on there, maybe.
Fair enough. Well, with all of your cards on the table, I'm gonna play hers. We are. Yeah. We're gonna play a card that Emma would immediately recognize. It's a memory of a little girl in her room playing with her imaginary friend.
Oop.
Slides it forward.
There's like a second of like almost a lean forward of like Emma wants to grab it. She's not gonna, but there's like a second of like, what the actual hell?
What do you expect? Every soul that's passed through this realm has come to me eventually. You want it back? Here's your chance.
She means Zephy? Rage. Just rage. Just blind rage. Like if Emma had like pupils, like you could just, but like the squint is there. Just
And she is going to use a move to inflict a condition on you.
that makes sense. I feel like defensive fits.
Yeah.
I feel like defensive might be a vibe. Or scratch that, obsessed. I'm obsessed with whatever this relationship is between the three of Priya and me and Zephy and whatever is happening there. I think that fits more with what's going on currently.
Last round, you all spent 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 darkness, I believe.
It'd be that way.
Spent 3.
Or, and I think Priya spent 3.
I thought it was like close to 5, but yeah.
Oh, I could be wrong. It could have been more.
I have it like on my paper. I have it marked out because I got rid of them. So that's why.
We'll go with 10. I would have needed to roll very high not to succeed on that. We are going
Just
to
mechanic hoop.
mark
Okay.
This is a kit squint.
Wait.
This is... Hey now.
7 ruin? Oh, 7 ruin advances. How many ruin is bad?
I think it's 5.
Or how many
you
ruin
advance at
until you
5.
you advance at 5? Okay, cool.
Okay. And you can all increase your darkness by 2.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Stop.
As that card just hits the table, Emma just starts radiating this defensive aura, and it pours itself into your cards, into your hands. And power is building on this table with every card that touches it. Dear Priya, you should know that your father loves you very much. And it looks like you only have 1 card left. Think it's enough? Or would you like to walk away with what you still have?
Okay.
Could this be a time that I could use my new move I got, where I can intervene despite any
Ooh, yes.
limits.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I
Priya, you would feel just the emotional support from Fang, like Fang is ready to just leap to your defense.
I think like too as like yeah that feeling if I can of that feeling of yeah like the support, I like palm a card over like try to like, and I think it is the love card.
Yeah. Priya, you'd feel that support and look down and see that another card has slipped its way over to you. It's Fang, and it is unconditional love.
I'm fine.
Um,
Everything's fine.
Priya is going to she's gonna pull this card out of her hand and she's going to place it on the table.
The one you just got?
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes flip over to you, Fang. Bending the rules. Love it.
That's a
Priya doesn't have what it takes. Perhaps I could adopt you.
oh adopt. Not interested in that relationship. Seems messy.
Priya, is there a move you'd like to use?
Oh man, this is so messy for me because all of my stuff is reliant on my relationship with death.
Mm-hmm.
And Hoop, you've really put me in a hole, buddy.
We talked about this before the last
I
session
know.
of
I know.
I had this storyline written out
I
before
know.
I knew anything about Holly's character.
That's so crazy to me. Okay.
I love when that happens.
Sometimes the story just writes itself. I don't know what to
It
tell
really
you.
does. It really
Right.
does.
Okay. I actually so darkness only applies after a move, right? So if I were to do it, I to use it or to gain anything from it in any way, shape, or form, I would have to do a move, correct?
Yeah. And if you
Okay.
have 5 or more at the end of a move, then what's it called? Your heart is torn or something.
Okay. I have to yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. I am then going to I'm going to. I was like, honestly, I don't know if we could do this or not, but I want to use the. So last time I used the Forbidden Archives. I don't know if you remember this,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a book, my book with me,
Mhm.
my really cool book, and the author of the book exists or nope, that wasn't it. I'm going to do the devil's advocate just because I have a mentor, someone ancient and terrifying who wears human skin.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you what you need to know as long as you prove you are worth their care and interest. Oh, we have to do it at the start of the session. Gosh dang it, we forgot. That's okay. Because I was trying to think of a way that I could use the move and use no darkness tokens. But instead, I'm going to try to do use Death Walked here. I'm gonna implore Death to help me. It says Death reaches all places and into the heart of all things. When you seek and reconstruct events or learn something valuable in an area, spend darkness tokens and roll. I'm seeking to learned something valuable, and I'm not going to use any of my darkness. This is going to be a good time. Okay. Oh, please work. Actually, I'm going to use 2. I take it back. I'm going to use 2.
Bring you
Okay,
back
cool.
down to safe.
I got. Oh no. All right. I got. It's a 12. So the whispers of death overwhelm you. This is on par for the course. All right. Choose one from above and one from below. I would like to know on my end what draws death close. Draw a line between a key and a facet of the mystery. I want to know why, like what we're doing here. But I get to declare an irrevocable truth about the mystery.
Yep. Your
And then,
truth about this mystery.
God, I don't know. Okay. The truth about the mystery is that I don't care that she wants to keep me here. I want you to tell me what it is.
I'll tell you the
what?
link and then you can tell me the truth.
Okay.
The link between you and her is that she needs you. That you are part of her plan. To the point where she physically doesn't have the power without you being to enact whatever her plan is.
Okay. And then after this, I will declare, I promise. But it says I have to pick something, and it says that death lingers and holds you. I mean, Hoop, if you want to choose, you can, or I can. Or it says death shows you what you do not wish to see, and I can mark a ruin, or I can mark one condition, like one of those two. Or I could bring someone else closer to death and destroy one bond to no effect.
I feel like destroying a bond with Fang would be.
I knew it. Okay. All right.
I love how y'all now have less bonds with me than I have with y'all. Like I have so many bonds. Something has switched in the dynamics.
Yes. Okay.
Used to
All
just
right.
have attention just thrown at you, just you couldn't even handle all of it, and now you're like reaching out to them and they're like, we're good.
I'm fine.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
How does it
All
feel
It's
to
right.
definitely
want
not
Bestie?
hurting her at all. And yeah, she's like, they're totally fine.
All right. So
Sounds
when
great.
I played that card, I will say I almost feel like the indifference kind of take over. I won't say like it left my body, but that is what it feels like. And
We're literally wagering Fang's love.
and my irrevocable truth about this is that I ultimately I don't care what happens to me. I don't care what happens to Fang, especially now. Sorry. And I don't care what happens to Kit. And
Or Emma.
Sorry.
We care what
Sorry,
happens
I
to
care
Kit.
about what happens to Kit, okay? But Emma, but like for Emma, and I definitely I am over. I so badly at this point after she had mentioned my father. I'm angry. I'm ready for it to be over, and I stayed up to leave.
Yeah? Get to your feet. Still staring at all of the cards left on the table, the one card left. Oh? What's this? Not enough.
So because I ended that turn with 5,
Torn between.
I am.
Love this song.
Torn between, page 46. You're torn between your monstrous nature and your human heart. Make a choice. You either let your monstrous nature show and describe the damage the outburst causes to Mark of Ruin. You describe how you diminish your power to conform to the pressures of humanity and lose all of your darkness. Or you spend a bond with someone, describe how they directly or inadvertently helped you regain control. Do you have any bonds left?
I
I know you
don't
have a
think.
bond with the author.
That's literally it.
Oh no.
Um, I not. Even though death is cold, I am. There is like this like feeling that of like coldness that starts to radiate from me, whereas like some of like when people feel rage, I always think it's like fire, I'm angry, but like in the opposite of like for me it's the opposite vein. It gets very cold and icy, like you just feel it. It's not like a whole temperature change or anything like that, but and I don't care. I literally take the one card I have and flip it, like keep it face down, put it on the table. I get up and I actually go to like lift the table and like flip it. Does it flip?
It does not.
Dang it. I was really hoping to flip that table so that game would be over. Okay.
Can I use my telekinesis to flip the table?
Right.
This table represents the scales of life and death.
I
You
know.
may
I knew
not
it.
want to flip it.
Sorry, I tried.
I mean, ultimately, just like, I have my powers of darkness are like necromancy and shadow magic. And so, like, for me, it's just like, I just am like, you've, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm trying to think of what that scene is and I can't remember it. But like, literally, I just start to like turn into like this outline where like it is like shadows are just like forming around me. You could feel it, like it's getting cooler around me, not anyone else, but like around me. And I'm like, I've had it. I'm done. This is over.
So you
I
were
don't
going
care.
with Marking Ruin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Just gonna ruin myself.
Hear a click and a door opens behind you.
Oh, no. What have you done?
Then walk out. Place isn't for you. Their fate doesn't matter to you.
I do. I mean, you can always work against your desire. It just hurts. But at the end of the last episode, I made a permanent desire to the two of us to stay here in the way that it exists together. Like I said, you can still work against a desire. You don't have to
No,
follow it.
that's why
It just
I'm not.
hurts.
I want to leave. I want to leave. That's why, like, the best I can do is like get up and be angry. Like, I, I wish I had a move where I could punch her in the face.
Unleash the dark, baby. Cause a
I,
harm.
okay,
Yeah. Fuck her up,
okay,
Bessie.
okay.
Well, if it helps, kind of mirroring the card that you played, one of her cards would play, and it's you. He is wagering you.
Okay.
Perhaps you'd like to take your seat.
I'll sit back down, but like all the things that were like going around me still, and like the feelings that I like you can feel radiating off of me are definitely the same. Like nothing changes. I still just sit.
Would you feel like that's enough to mark a condition?
Yes, probably.
I think like watching. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, it's okay. Which condition? Who?
It's up to you. How do you feel?
Oh,
What emotion is coursing through your veins?
vicious.
Sounds good to me.
Getting all the conditions.
Bang.
So, I think that kind of seeing all this play out, being a little fucking hurt, but also really mad at death. I'm like, it seems like tensions are getting a little high. How about we go ahead and wrap this up? Maybe all in?
I do like your bravado.
We really could be friends if it was a different situation, I think.
Still can be. What are
We'll see how
your
this card game ends.
what are your 2 remaining cards?
So I think that one of them is her divinity. One is the thing she's been fighting to regain and what little bit there is left. Whereas the other one kind of plays hand in hand with that and the love card. And it is probably very similar to like Priya's when turned over, where it's just dark because it's being alone. Like she felt betrayed and was pushed to being fallen and was alone and spent however long trying to like claw back some sort of place in this like world alone. And that is why there's this fucking obsession with everyone loving her and worshiping her and making places of worship and never forgetting, because there's just that fear of being alone again. And so we'll push them forward. And I think that I'm going to unleash the dark with it, but I'm going to use my ruin move of Tremble Before Me. Your words once swayed gods and broke the gates of heaven. When you speak in your true and ancient voice, all living mortals are driven to despair. When I unleash the dark, I mark a ruin, and if I roll properly, I get to choose 4 options instead of 2 in the Unleash the Dark category.
Ooh.
So, like, scoots them forward, sits it down. And if it is like the true voice, there's probably some like weird old god speech that comes out that she knows good and well Death is going to understand it. And she just says, "Your move, bitch," in like scary old god voice. And I gotta use some ruin, yeah. Yeah.
I think it automatically counts as you rolling between an 8 to a 10.
Oh, even better. Even better. Even better. Oh yeah, you may mark a ruin and then it automatically counts. Yep.
And
Hell
you get to
yeah.
choose 4.
I would like to inflict another condition. Cause you're a move, bitch. And I know if she gets enough of them, she outie. I would like to do a real whammy of a 4 here of confuse them for some time. Probably has she grown enough to do something selfish still or not? I don't know. She's lost everything at this point because she doesn't think she can get it back. So I think, yeah. So Condition, confused. I would like to maybe expose another weakness or flaw if there is something you can think of. If not, or if it would be better, then maybe probably actually we'll just gain the upper hand. But for the fourth one, get what you want from them.
Ooh.
And what I want from them is to fully fucking show their hand. Like, what is it that is making them tick and being so pedantic about all the bullshit, and give us that, yeah, that like upper hand, this confusion, this moment for us to maybe do something to topple the situation.
When you just set the cards down, they are, again, heavy, hitting the table with a crack. It physically starting to bow under the weight now. And I marked concerned for her condition.
She should feel concerned
Good.
for herself.
She'd look at you for just a moment before smiling and laying down the remainder of her cards.
What are they?
Life, death, time, and one that you might say looks like a door, labeled escape. All of them just starting to bleed into the table along with your cards. She starts to get to her feet, pushing out the chair. This was unpredictable, I'll admit. Rhea, you came here prepared, friend, ready to wager that I don't even think they knew they were ready to live. But here's the thing. The house never loses. We suffer setbacks, have moments of worry, and times when those that walk through these doors feel victorious, even for just a moment. I always win.
So do I.
Go ahead.
I do believe it's my turn. I've only played one card so far.
Or
I would like I would like Death to walk with me in dreams real quick.
just real quick.
If she wouldn't mind.
We're gonna take a stroll.
She's a little confused. Take her for a little
She doesn't know what's
confused
going
walk.
on. Let me give her the lowdown real quick on what's actually happening. Because obviously there's some shiftiness to this reality that's happening. All places, all people, all gods dream, right? And I don't know necessarily if this is I think Emma's trying to pull on her dreams, on Death's dreams. More specifically on Death's nightmares.
Ooh.
I want to try to play with Death's worst case scenario and see if I can manifest it.
Yeah,
perhaps.
absolutely. Spending any darkness tokens?
Yeah. Hey, once again, legally have to. I'll go. How many do
Which, at the end of my move, I was above 5, but I'm gonna burn a bond with Priya because she keeps doing it to me. And I have
Let's
2
both
of them
wait.
with her.
Don't worry about it.
So,
you know what? This is fine. I'm going to spend all 6 of my darkness tokens because I don't want to lose.
Typically, you can spend only up to 3 but
I
we
can only
are
spend up to 3. Well, then I'll spend.
typically, but we are in a battle with actual death. So by all
Okay.
means,
If you'll allow me.
Yeah.
Emma's what's the word? Fucking had it. With all this. And I don't think she cares if she overdoes her powers at this point. Well, so that 8. That's still way too many. That's still like a 14. So that's 1 from above, 1 from below, but that's okay. I only needed 1.
Okay.
So negative, 1 from below, lose control of your powers in a terrible way, mark a condition. You are in the grasp of something horrifying, mark a ruin, or you endanger someone, destroy a bond. So if GM has a preference, that's something to think about. But what I would like to do is to implant a suggestion that shifts reality. And I want that door card in my hand.
Okay.
So good.
Did you play? You had 1 card left, right?
I had 2 cards left.
Cards. Did you play them both? Because the call was all in.
The call was all in, but Emma doesn't understand poker. Which is also to say Kit doesn't understand poker. What happens if I fold?
Then you're out. You're done.
Then I'm out. Do I get to keep what I still have?
Typically.
I think that might be Emma's move. Is to, whoever takes the house, but I'm taking that door with me.
Ooh, so when you fold, you've got that in your hand.
So when I fold, the door is in my hand, and I'm sorry, but the only card that I have left that isn't Zephy is Fang. And it seems like Fang has other priorities right now, so that's fine. So I'm keeping the door, and I'm keeping Zephy, and I'm walking away. Not physically, but
You get to your
Right now.
feet. That door behind you opens, and at first she is smiling, ready to watch you abandon the others. Then notices that you still have cards down. Sees that the door is missing and is just glaring at you. I feel like you should mark a point of ruin.
that's fair. You can be horrifying and grasp me. That's fine.
Oh, from your own ability, from rolling at 11 plus.
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
And that would be the end of the round. And you all spent like 9 darkness. There's no way she can
sorry.
fail that.
Sorry.
I spent none. Y'all just dark. Y'all dark bitches.
As
Have you
Emma,
met my mom?
as Emma stands. Oh, that's. Emma stands, card in hand, gets ready to turn towards the door to leave. It starts to crumble. It eventually just falls to pieces. As she just now flying to her feet after just returning back down to her chair, just slams her hands down to the table. I don't think so. This is a sacred table, a sacred place, a sacred game of life and death, and I will not have it soiled by some approval hunting child.
You're one to
And
talk.
you shouldn't have invited us.
Both of you see that Emma is starting to glow.
Okay.
At the same time, she notices it, and her eyes go wide. She starts to scramble over the table to get to you.
I'm
Irate.
yeah, I'm embodying her like across the table.
Um,
Yeah. You know.
moves.
Yeah.
We're gonna introduce a hard choice.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Okay.
Is that door?
Wait, have we not had them yet?
I know,
it's like
right? I feel
the
like this has
first-
been the game of hard choices, but all right, let's make it
Introduce is
harder.
a strong word, Hoop.
That door card in your hand is gone. And there's something
Hey.
inside you that is awakening. Something that is trying to claw itself out. Priya, at this moment, that woman in front of you is no more terrifying than the death you've known for most of your life. No more powerful than the death that you have dreamed of before. Saying that for an individual that should match your divinity, your power, your grandeur, she doesn't. Whatever there was to fear about this person, to worship about this person, to respect, that's radiating from the person in between the two.
Is it me, Jesus?
The
I
Doomsday
think I
Clock
want.
has filled,
Sorry.
and Emma is awakening something.
Oh, man.
Okay.
By all means, what would you like to do?
Um,
I think I want to take this moment of this person, the death, just being like just being a little guy now. To as I body them across the table to stay away from Emma. I want to do same. Look, I'm not a one-trick pony. I have lots of tricks, but I do the same ones. I want to do the desire dressed as faith, where I imbue them with an uncontrollable desire for someone or something, because I have to touch them. So I couldn't do it to her before because she would probably kill me with her touch. So I think I'll mark a ruin, and
Our ruin counter is getting up there.
I just got a new ruin move, which is going to be really fun in a little bit because it's at 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm back at 1, which means I've taken 2 ruin advancements, 5 more, baby, and I'm out. Shit, actually, maybe I don't want to do this because I forgot the same thing desire, like, burns within me. No. Well, the desire that I imbue within the 2 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna do 1 ruin where it's like they will do nothing else but work towards making it real, though they're aware it's false and that I did this to them. Like once it's it's kind of like a charm person of when they finally done it, they're like, "You bitch," you know. I think that I want that desire to be to protect Emma or stop whatever this is, like basically trying to get her to work on our side and maybe not a self-serving way.
Just hip check as the two of you just kind of go sliding across the table. She just stares at you for a moment. And even if her gaze does shift over towards Emma, there is still just a fury directed at you.
Same bitch. What's happening?
The end. The thing that I believe that you came here to stop Your friend has started.
But, we have keys. We haven't used keys. Do we use the keys?
She's already started like trying to get to her feet and is moving to again lunge towards Emma. But you know that you have implanted that must protect, not attack.
Yeah. Which I will yell out. Must protect, not attack. But as soon as stuff is fixed, we gotta lock her down. She's gonna be very pissed at me.
Priya, what you got?
Um. Is the card that Emma has, is it still visible?
The door is not visible.
Do I still have the physical cards, or
You have yours, just
the
not
doors.
that one.
Okay, hasn't been replaced by anything. Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Maybe dumb, may not be possible. Are all the cards we bet on the table still?
They are.
I grab them all up.
Even the ones that aren't yours.
Yeah. I don't know. This is just like Taylor grasping at straws, but also Fang grasping at straws at this point in time of like, maybe these are like a key type equivalent.
Would you like to grasp
and-
keys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot that. I guess I'm grasping at keys, not grasping at straws. That is legitimately what the move is called, huh?
Yeah. How many darkness would you like
Feels
to
like it
spend?
sometimes.
Oh, how many can I spend at a time?
Up to 3, usually, but we've kind of thrown that out the window.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm rocking with them.
Oh, we also do have a hero point, so someone can reroll.
Oh.
Good. Okay. What is exactly grasping at? That's reveal your heart. Torn between grasp keys. Okay, it's just to uncover. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use. The fact that you can over succeed is scary. I think I'm just gonna use 2, so that way I'll end at 4, and I won't have to burn more bonds yet or do something stupid. That was ass. So what I add to?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, that is 7.
You can burn a bond to get a +1.
I only have 1 bond each. No.
What you gotta do?
Fang has changed, y'all. They have grown. They have evolved. They are somehow not the self-serving beast anymore. As there is, I think, a bracelet that is on Fang's arm that is like, just kind of gold chains, but the emblem or like the piece de resistance on it is like a big snake scale. And it's like golden, and it's all golden. And it is one because I have fleeting divinity. You have a collection of beautiful relics that were created and worship of you, and small fragments of your lingering divinity are contained within them. I'm going to sacrifice that. And after a roll, you can expend one of these relics to modify the result by +1.
Ooh, very
And I take
cool.
a condition.
What's your condition?
And probably more than anything forlorn. The others are very much not an emotion that would make sense. Like maybe, no, I'm gonna stick with forlorn. Raging would be a close second, but I don't really fully know where the rage would be other than just at the machine.
Okay. So that is a 8 to a 10. You uncover a key. The keeper will tell you what it is. In this moment, with that door shattering, the room is starting to reveal itself. And you're now seeing the cracks in everything. And you're realizing that you have been able to see the cracks the whole time. They were just glamored where you would look past them. The Crimson Kiss is falling apart. Death's magic is actively fading. But yeah, any moves you'd like to do? Or, oh no, sorry, we're over to Emma.
Yeah.
The awakening door.
Oh man.
Everyone that would like to continue to try to help Emma needs to mark a condition.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have any.
Fortunately, that also means that Death is gonna have to mark a condition.
Yes.
Good. Let her.
Knock that bitch out.
Let her.
Which is saddened. Saddened that she has fallen to this state.
Cope.
Yeah. Deal.
Do I know what's going on? Like, aside from what Death has sort of exposited, like, are we aware?
I mean,
in like our division training, I guess we would know what it looks like to sort of.
I think both Kit and Emma at this moment know exactly the same thing.
Okay, that's fair. But this isn't affecting what Emma wants. Like, is this? I don't think it's. Is it requiring her to act in a specific?
No, it's not forcing you to do anything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good to clarify.
Well,
Good to know.
So I should say it's not directly controlling your actions, but if you are now a door, and you are opening to the apocalypse, that will probably change your course of action a bit.
Yeah. So I don't. I don't know how to fix this if it's me, and I think that's kind of where, like, that frustration and that confusion and honestly that fear is kind of where Emma's at. And I think with this like telekinesis power that's happening and that is like bonkers strong at this point, probably because shenanigans are afoot, I think they sort of like not like physically grab, but like sort of try to stop Death, and like just like walk over to her and just like try to, like, maybe not out loud, but like in her mind, just trying to, like, what is going on? What have you done to me? Fix it. Let us out. And I want to grasp at keys and try to dig into her mind and figure out like what she isn't telling us, what she has done to me.
Go for it.
And let me see. The thing is, if I'm to gain darkness tokens during this situation, can I gain those before I take the move, or like can I use them for the move? Because one of mine is being frustrated and scared, and that is very much.
Yeah, if at any point you hit that condition to gain darkness tokens, then you do.
Okay, sick. So I think because both frustration and scared are happening, I think I will take 2, and I think I will use them because that is 1 for each.
You gain a total of 6.
Oh.
From the doomed condition.
Right. Excellent. Great. So I have to use at least 2. So I'm gonna do that. I guess this is fine. I guess I'll roll to grasp at some keys. So that's a 10. That's a good one, right? Excellent. Yeah, uncover a key. Keeper will tell you what it is. Sort of shaking her down.
What you're doing right now is what she had planned to do. It's just too soon. It was supposed to be controlled. She was supposed to be at the helm, not you. You clearly don't know how to control it, and that's bad for everyone. This is going to affect everyone and everything.
Great. So the key is her as the
Yep.
door? And the key is that I have fucked up.
She was supposed to be the
key is
door.
I am not. She was supposed to be the door. Oh, snap. Oh, man. Oh, I hate this. I think it goes without saying that Emma is just sort of, whether consciously or not, just projecting what she's figuring out to everybody else. You can all probably hear this interrogation in your heads. Honestly.
When you tell her you fix this to help, she'd reach out, grab onto Feng and Priya, look at you. Fine. All of you are enveloped in darkness. Very quickly, there is one single light that illuminates this space, and it is Emma, who is getting brighter and brighter, brighter. Welcome home, darling. If you'd ever be back here, but you're. You. You have time to explain what you've done. Unless you can find a way to stop it. Things are going to be very interesting for a very short amount of time. And looking around as that light gets bigger, but yeah, this does start to feel familiar. There are kind of like the edge of this forest. You can hear the sound of running water. Feel dirt and rocks under your feet. A beautiful place, but it is nothing but darkness. It's death. This is her sanctuary, where you were physically born. I think before we jump into the second half of this, we take a quick break here, give everyone a chance to stretch your legs, grab a drink, plan.
Figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I got an idea, and it's probably real dumb, but I also have to pee.
And we'll be back in just a few minutes. See you soon, everybody. And welcome back. Where we left off, our heroes, our band of would-be world-destroying monsters turned vigilante heroes, had unknowingly, unwittingly progressed the doomsday clock and started the process
Oops.
to open the door. Through some very crafty trickery, Fang convinced Death to help and brought you all into her private sanctuary, buying you some much needed time. Emma is still glowing, continuing to grow in power, and now more mortal than anyone has probably ever seen her. Death is just staring at you.
Man.
Okay, the first thing I think I will want to do, if it's even possible, is I would like to reveal your heart. I want to try and calm Emma down, but also clear some conditions, or a condition at least, because I think they are stacking up over there. It seems like.
Feel your heart. Yeah.
So yeah, I think whatever little bit of divinity's left in me can hopefully hold a hand or something in whatever this like burning, and very much do that like, hey, look at me, we're gonna focus, we're gonna breathe kind of vibe is what's going on.
It's listening.
And I don't think even I don't think there's words, since it's Emma and Emma can feel the feelings. I think there's just fully just trying to project this like, I'm here, I got you. We are a team. You are my best friend. I love you so much. Let's like ground down. Like it's just trying to give that like support in like a feeling less than words, which might soak a little better for Emma.
Definitely,
Mhm.
definitely more palatable for who Emma is as a person.
Yeah.
Um,
You spending any darkness tokens?
I'm scared to keep using them because what if we need things?
I don't know.
Here we go. Yeah, okay, because I can't. Okay, I have something to do. Gain them back too, because I forget. I'm also using or inflicted with some conditions that can help me gain back some things, which I think is currently I am just like really this like forlorn, scared, sad, like for myself. I mean, for all of us, but definitely like there's still that little twinge of like, oh my god, we have given up everything. Oh my god, I have given up everything. Oh my god,
Yeah.
is still happening. That is trying to be shoved back here. But yeah, I'll put in. I wish I knew averages. I'll just throw in 2. I don't know how to math, so I don't know what is a good amount to use. I'm so glad I did. That's a 6. So plus 2 is 8. I almost didn't use any. Yeah, so I think
So Emma gets to choose one,
yes.
which is to grow
We both get
closer.
to choose one.
We both choose one, I think.
Oh, choose one. If they're a PC, they choose, and they choose to
Mhm.
deepen the connection. They choose one too.
Yeah.
You can either grow closer to gain a bond, and soothe their heart to clear condition. You can they taught you something important to mark XP, or they gave you hope to clear 1 mark of room.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna let my conditions fuel me, and I'm gonna gain another bond for when I inevitably need to bump up another roll. I'm gathering bonds. I am a collector of bonds here. No one else.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, because I think this makes a lot of sense that like they would. Fang's sort of given Emma some hope, but I also want to keep them. So I don't know. I think.
I mean, what is it? It's like 4 conditions you like.
4 conditions you're having a bad time. Emma has already done that once today,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I can knock down a condition. I think that makes sense. Because Emma is trying very hard not to panic. Because they have fucked up quite badly. At this point. This is not how this is supposed to happen whatsoever. So I think like they're like you're getting back that like Emma's trying to listen and be like, okay, we're gonna figure it out, but also like no, you don't love me. Okay, wait, no, but she wouldn't lie to me, but also would she lie to me? But like there's like the
I'm
dichotomy
like
of
trying
like
to do this emotional like roller coaster in myself to reflect the answers. I'm like, yes, I do.
yeah, I think that because there's still that doubt of like no, but you don't. No, but you were ignoring me. No, you care about Priya. No, you care about your power. No, you want to be God or whatever. But she's trying to listen. She really is. So I think
Yeah.
it does work in like sort of calming that down at least and sort of like okay, no, we're going to focus on the good stuff. We're going to focus on calming down and trying to figure this out and we can deal with if she actually cares about me later.
You have that moment of
Oh,
connection.
wait, the 1 card you already sacrificed was me, right? But I slipped
in your
that
hand.
card back to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm crying. Hey now.
As the two of you are
That's the
sharing this
bond.
moment, that light growing and kind of starting to envelop Fang, Priya, Death just comes to stand next to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, when Death stands next to me, I would like to just look at her. And I would like to use the move Death Walked Here. And when I look at her, I just want her to I want to emulate that it's not just always cold logic reason, which is what my character is really built upon. But that it's about the choices that you make and the way that like you perceive your heart. Other people don't have to see it that way, but it's how you perceive your heart. And like I want to like look into her eyes if she'll let me, and I want to try and just emulate that the best that I can. And I am going to, when she stands next to me, reach down and grab her hand. And I do want to roll that death walked here. And it says, death reaches all places and into the heart of all things. When you seek to reconstruct events or learn something valuable in an area, you spend darkness tokens and roll. I am going to spend 3 darkness tokens. This is going to be rough. Nope, you know what? No, I have to do 3. Okay. Yep, I'm going to do 3. And yeah. Yes, that one. And that dice. 2, 3, 7. Great, Holly. Okay. This sucks. Good for me. Good for me. This is on par. I actually got right out of 7, and I was really shooting for an 8, and it makes me so sad. All right, so the
Any bond you can
laws.
sacrifice?
Yeah. The only bond I have is the last one I have is with you, and then my entity in the book, essentially, part of the book. Ugh. Nope. I'm not going. Well, crap. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. The laws of the dead and dying are compromised somehow, and the keeper will tell you what happens next.
When your hands touch, it might have been voluntary, or maybe it was just the weakened state, but a memory would pass to you from her of the moment that you came into existence. The moment that she was here in her monstrous spiritual energy form, fusing with some other entity in what could be considered on an extraplanar scale as a night of passion.
All right.
Get it, Death.
Man, I really wish we went a different direction on my divinity and I was actually your dad.
I know, right? That'd been great.
Listen,
I would like-
we haven't proven that
I
wrong.
I'm collecting parents like you're collecting bonds. It's fine. Like,
Hey, that's my job.
And
It's okay. I'm your dad now.
you would see that, in a sense, you were born, she is your mother, but in another sense, you are just part of her. You are just a fractured bit of her that broke off and became its own entity. And she tried desperately at first to refuse you to her, but when that failed, she tried to banish you into nothing. And that's when came across a certain neutral being that threw the whole process out of whack, and here we are. Priya, death is not friendly. It doesn't care. It doesn't love. It has no desires, no wants. It's just death. I serve a purpose. You serve a purpose. Without that purpose, nothing matters. You want our purpose to remain. You need to stop your friend. now.
Um, can I reach? Can I reach Emma?
Absolutely.
Um, can I let go of Death's hand?
She's not going to keep you there.
I drop her hand.
Hyperventilating.
Right. Uh, and I grab a hold of Emma's, both of her hands, like both hands, just, and pull her, like as close as she will let me.
Yeah.
And as I do that, I kind of just glance over my shoulder and I'm like, how do I stop this?
Emma, we're cascading out of control. The power inside of you is going to consume you, and then it's going to break its way into everything.
Okay. So no pressure, right?
There's lots
Oh,
of
man, I
pressure.
think
That's
it's
very
so
wrong.
much. It's all of the pressure, actually.
You're lit.
Nothing but pressure. I think Emma's trying to keep, I mean, their whole, emotional situation chill, but also like with that trying to keep as much of like trying to scramble a hold of whatever this power is that is way more than they've ever had access to and in a very different way.
Oh,
And
I suppose. I think we spent like 7 darkness.
hey now,
Last... Yeah.
hold up.
As long as I can hit it 8, which means that as long as you're spending at least 7, I don't even need to bother rolling.
Hey
Oh,
now,
okay.
fine.
There's just a crack from about the collarbone down to the left hip that opens up on Emma.
On Emma?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. This is just another day. I think they're trying so hard to keep hold of everything, and I think when Priya like reaches out and actually touches them, I think that's when they like sort of that grip sort of slips a little bit. And I think whether they want to or not, they are like their hold on their magic, on their powers, wants to shove whatever this is out. And so one of my powers of darkness is mind blast. I think like bouncing off of that, they're trying to like with this connection, this physical like conduit that is happening between the two of them, like that power is just trying to shove out of Emma. Like it is clearly too much for this person to hold, and so some of it is heading over there.
Let's go.
I guess this is unleashing the dark. Unless you think there's something better for it.
That works for me.
Unless it. Could I argue that this is an attempt to unlock Doom's door?
Yes.
Because this is some sort of an attempt to balance the forces.
Absolutely.
Or to put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. Because I think given that conversation that Emma, whether she wants to or not, is probably heard, that seems like the logical thing. It's like, oh, we just need to get it all back where it goes. Okay, this is fine.
You roll and add the number of connected keys minus the mystery's complexity. I believe we have 4 connected keys, which is Priya, the Crimson Kiss, Death itself, and the door.
I think so.
The 4 things that you have concrete knowledge of.
Yeah, and they've all we've connected them all to each other.
Is a
right.
complexity of 2. So you're at a +2 to this.
Okay. That's fine. This is fine. Oh man, do I want to add darkness to this? I don't
It cannot
know
be
that I do.
affected by darkness token,
It cannot be
bonds,
affected
or
by
any
darkness?
other move.
Okay, well then I
Ooh,
guess
it's
it's
just a roll.
+2. I guess it's just +2. Sorry, Priya. So the theory was wrong. That is a 3 + 2.
What was your theory?
My theory was that getting this energy, getting whatever this power over death to Priya would be enough to sort of balance the scales, put them back where they needed to go, and keep this door from coming open.
You have a hero point.
Can we do that?
It's yours to
Is that
spend.
yeah? Is that a reroll or is that a do it?
It's a reroll.
Jesus. It's a reroll.
I mean, listen, if y'all are cool with it, I feel like this is a good place to use it.
Very.
If there is a good place to use it,
I want the power. Let's go.
that's a 9. It's a 7 + 2. It's a 9. It's a 9 done.
You've found that key to Doom's door. And you have that connection with Priya, who is willing, who is ready to take this power from you. Maybe that connection to death can help stop it from opening. But it's really your only chance.
I think they sort of, there's like that unconscious, like first little like hit, and then they sort of realize that it might be working, and they just sort of like, you know, in Priya's head, just like, do you want this? Like, can you handle this?
I know that I can answer back, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you think, I'll hear it.
yeah, okay. I don't, and you hear, I don't know if I can handle this, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Oh man, I think yeah, I mean, you've got her hands, and they are shaking, and she just sort of thinks, sorry, and throws it all at you. And like I think Fang also gets that sorry, because I know that you two care about each other, and if this goes sideways,
Priya,
oops.
you feel a hand hit your left shoulder. Your mother's standing there. Still this look of, like, torn. Half of her still wants to see you all dead and murdered and tossed into the oblivion. The other half is looking at you like, do better than me. Do what I couldn't. The other half is almost proud. And you feel a hand on your right shoulder. And it's a warm, loving energy that most people feel their entire lives without having any clue what it is. You can smell rain, you can smell the trees, you can hear birds. Most people would know this figure as Gaia.
You got 2 mommies.
Yay!
And
Mommy,
Priya,
mommy.
I'm gonna have you roll just 2d6.
Oh man. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Okay. Okay.
You can spend bonds on this.
And I can do that afterwards, correct?
Mhm.
What am I going for?
Just a number.
Number. All right. Just saying, I have a dice that has leaves, like leaves on it, and then my other one is literally a skull.
The game plays itself, y'all.
Right? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna okay, I got a 7, but what I'm going to do, is that gonna be enough to do what I need to do?
You can spend a bond to raise or lower it by 1.
I don't know which way to go.
Typically, an 8 is
Gambles
that
are
midline,
fun.
but I don't know if this is a typical roll.
I know. Okay, so I am going to actually I in the moment that I feel like Gaia touched my other shoulder, I would say it's not necessarily a release entirely of the bond because I still hold the book. But the book in which I had, or yes, in
And
which I had.
just so everyone knows, when you spend a bond to modify a roll, you aren't losing that connection. You're just, it's a mechanical representation of how that individual is helping you in that moment.
Okay. Um, I the I used the bond that I had from the book essentially with the one that I had not made a pact with, but essentially had that pact with for the knowledge. And I don't let it go like you said, right? But I definitely like know that this is the opposite feeling of that. That this is like life and growth and like you said, the warmth. I feel that and I kind of like lean into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an 8.
Raising it up to an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you a message.
Yeah, let me smells.
The amount of times I get that look from people.
The next emote that we do is just gonna be various people just going, "Oh my god."
I know, right? Hey. Oh, that's... okay.
That power just courses into you. Both of those hands that you had felt are gone. And it is just a rush of all those constellations that shimmered through Death's hair. All of those lives are just flowing into the memories of who they were, everyone that's died, every soul that's passed through here, pouring into you. And it is so, so much. It is beginning to drown you. You can reach out to one person to try to help you. And just lashes out from under this weight of knowledge and souls. And Fang, your hand is just grabbed. How would you like to help?
Oh.
Or would you like to help even?
Yeah, I think this is just there's a lot that like Fang does not fully understand what's happening at all. Is watching this like this is way more than I expected. But I think so it's Priya that grabbed my hand. And this like transfer of death energy is still going down.
The transfer seems done. Emma is kind of very unsteady on their feet, and Priya is drowning in power.
I think I grab Emma's hand with my other. And I want to, if maybe this is unleash the dark. I don't know. So I call in my magical abilities. My leftover god juices, which are getting so low because I keep throwing them away this freaking session. Um,
So you have
and
Unleash the Dark, and then you have the step above that, Power Through the Darkness.
ooh,
Like, my
okay,
powers aren't supposed to do this.
yeah, I think this is one of those moments where it is imminent danger. It is straining. It is extraordinary. Maybe even not even just myself with this whole situation. So yeah, I think I want to power through the darkness by kind of like pulling in every bit of this divinity that I have to maybe be kind of this like conduit almost between the two to like get Emma steady on her feet, but not letting like Priya go over the edge. And we'll see how it rolls before I say something else.
Roll it up. This you can spend darkness
Oh.
on.
Oh my god, we're down to 4, baby. We just a normal amount of dark. I'm doing great. Um,
We're doing great, guys.
Look, it's the good and downside is I gain Gartness tokens by being a bitch, and I've grown and I haven't done that, so I'm not giving them unless they're given to me. I know, like literally, one of them is react in spite or arrogance. I did that once to death. All right, I'm gonna throw 2 on them. That seems like the comfy number to help me out. And then oh my god. How many bonds can you use at a time?
1.
Can I pair that with another thing? Possibly.
Would you like to do?
I rolled 4 and then I add 2, so I have a 6. Um,
It's fine. I'll just explode. That's what's gonna happen here. Like,
so
Maybe I'll
I think
Emma's
I
like, better you.
right. I think just like just mechanically I have 2 with Priya, so I'm going to use one of those. Oh wait, no, I got 2 because I just got another one, but that's fine. We're going with it. To as I'm just like focusing it. I think that is a power and like a magic that I'm like used to, and I'm trying to focus on really making sure it doesn't get out of control, and that's kind of keeping me centered.
I
But I think
have a +1 to offer you.
okay.
As you're reaching out, trying to shove your own power as like this shield to keep everything in and to keep Priya who they are, not letting them get devoured by this power. That card just hangs in front of you for a moment.
We're the same. I was doing the same thing. Yes.
Your own divinity just sits in front of you. Just for a moment.
I split it to them.
The card rips in half. And Priya, you're no longer drowning. You're swimming in this pool under your control, with Fang hand in hand with you. The 2 of you were just fighting. Emma, you're watching this. Death is gone. It's just the 3 of you left in this room. You're still
I'm like ripping so hard.
You're still kind of reeling from the fact that you almost just became the conduit for the apocalypse, and now watching the 2 of them just hand in hand controlling this power, no longer being eaten by it. What's Emma feeling, doing, thinking?
I do have a hand on Emma too. Like the
Mhm.
other one did go. So, you know.
Oh man. Oh, I think I hate that this is where Emma is. But I think this is kind of like the kind of nail in the coffin of like resignation that like no, these two are good together. These two are, you know, two halves of a happy people, and it's I don't know. Maybe I'll be a part of something else with them or without them. I don't know. But I think there's sort of it was that like insecurity and that fear and that like want to like keep it under control. But I think in giving up that power, they're just like I can't hold all of that, you know, attention from Fang. I can't hold all of the that's not what I'm meant to do. That's not what I'm built for. And trying to be okay with that. So it's a little sad. It's a little sad, but it's mostly like I'm really happy for you guys. It's fine. I love that for you.
Your own card would kind of caught up in that swirl would pass by you. The card of the kid, child that brought you into existence.
I'm grabbing for it. I that's the last thing I have that I know is mine. I want it.
The moment that your hand takes it, you can hear laughter. You can feel that joy and happiness just radiating from it, knowing that the two of you were all you had for so long.
Yeah.
Would you keep holding Fang's hand or let go?
It's a great question. I think she would sort of I don't know. I think she's holding on to that hope. Like from when Fang had like come over and specifically was like, we're going to figure this out. I care about you. It's okay. And I think she's kind of hanging on to that hope for just a second that like we will talk about it later and we'll figure it out. And so she's holding on, but it's I mean, if Fang lets go, she's not going to keep her.
I feel like Fang is holding on for dear life.
Painfully so, probably for both. Like, and I think too, just a little spice of flavor. Like normally the like long, like pointed claws that are her nails would be digging in, but I think they are now normal human hand nails.
Oh, I think that does kind of like throw Emma off or something. Like, who is? Oh. Fang has made themselves soft. Interesting. But yeah, I think if Fang wasn't holding on so tight, I think that might have gone differently. But she's holding on to that hope a little bit for now. But it is sad.
As quickly as that power started to drown you, and as quickly as you started to gain mastery of it, it falls away. Three of you are left standing there in a room with a shattered table, an open door, with dozens of onlookers just staring into the office, trying to get a glimpse of what happened. You're back in the Crimson Kiss. All those cracks that you had seen are mended. Once again,
Does Priya feel or look different?
and still look like you.
Hmm.
Probably feel a little different. Anything you'd like to do to test it?
Slam the door in their faces.
If they're peeking around the corner, I will. I would like to try to slam the door and also lock it.
It slams closed. There's yelps of surprise and screams from the other side.
Just looking around like, did I do that?
Yeah, and then I glance over and kind of like give Emma like the one over real quickly. Like, I need to know that she's like they are okay, and like I just need to be like just a quick look over, and then I'm assuming everything looks okay. Do they look like themselves? Does the vibe I get, the radiating, feel like themselves? That's like really what I was going for. And then I'm going to look
I'll-
over to
I'll let you know
Fang.
that Emma is not alone. While the right hand is holding onto Fang, the left hand is holding the hand of a much smaller individual,
You know.
young girl, who's just got Emma's hand just clutched.
Can't do this to me, who?
Um, when I see that, Priya has spent her entire time with the division hiding her heart behind logic, all of it. Cold, calculated, everything had a purpose, and she's not loving typically, none of those things. But she walks over to Emma, even though we're like, she like turns towards her, and moves closer, gives her the quickest and hardest and deepest hug.
Is squished.
Yes, like you're like, ugh, like,
A little bit,
and
yeah.
and Priya lets go and grabs her other hand and places it like in her hand like this, like a little grandma would, and is like, pats it on top and is like, you deserve all of this and more. And she just looks at her and says, Emma, you will always be something to me. And I look and kind of let go and glance back to Fang. You'll always be something to us. And I glance over at Fang and I'm wondering if like how Fang is feeling, dealing.
I think there is probably like the eyes are still like wide and shocked, whereas then the body is trying to be like very calm, and I think that like just general like snarky smile comes across her face, and she kind of like shakes back to looking as smug as ever. And just like, we should really ask for a raise. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, man.
Or maybe a vacation. I think we all need some time to chat and decompress.
Brunch.
Brunch.
I kind of like Priya kind of lets out this like little like and she's like, well, if my deductions are correct, I think I have all the time in the world. And I'm like, Fang, are you okay? Are you feeling okay? How's Fang feeling?
Um. I feel I guess I'll just be frank with you all. We have nearly died together multiple times, so pointing to Emma. Just like, been through shit, you know? I don't feel like myself. I like, you see she's like blinking and her eyes are just staying normal human eyes. Things feel different.
Say what?
But not bad, maybe.
Oh, I love your eyes.
Thanks. If we're gonna be honest, I maybe preferred them before, but I can get used to it.
Well, if they're attached to you, they're perfect.
Oh, I will, like, at that point, I kind of like pull the cards out from my sleeve and I just lay them down in front of us. We might want these back, right?
The card of Priya's that was marked as failure is now blank.
I take the blank card. Yeah, I take the two that were mine.
What was your mother's face on the other card is now your face.
Joyce. Okay.
There is also a knock at the door. Emma, please go ahead.
Oh, I was. Do I still have the card with my kid on it? Because she is here.
Because she's here. She is confused and just listening to this conversation, but knows you and is just attached to you.
Does her mind feel real? Or does she feel like she's like part of like a dream or something? I don't know. Like
As real as that last moment before you sent her spirit off from the house.
okay, cool. All right. This is fine. Emma's just like sort of like got her like held to her side or whatever, but it's just like so does not know how to process this. Is like fully blank, does not compute. I don't know how to process that, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to right now. So we're just gonna let it be what it is.
I think
we
y'all
should
would
get
notice,
that.
like, yes, I think y'all would notice Fang to not reacting to the door knocking and like staring down at the cards in front of her, and there only being 3 now, not 4. And just like has this just like the pretense of smug kind of drops. I'm gonna pull a little thing here. I think you see kind of like running up her arm, these like tattoos almost starting to appear, and they look like they are moving, and it looks like it is like some sort of embodiment of this emotion of like panic. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You know, like the sadness, like very tumultuous, like look. And I don't even think she notices as she's just like looking down at what's there.
Not to interrupt, but Mistress, the patrons of the establishment are beginning to worry. Should I tell them?
Yeah, mistress.
I mean, well, when you say it like that, but
Yeah.
um,
Out of my salad. Okay.
right. The who the patrons?
Yes. There was. Well, I don't have to tell you what there was. You were here. Just a few words of encouragement, maybe, to let them know that everything is fine.
Okay. I like look at Fang and Emma, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, and it is very clear that I do not know what I am doing. But
The tattoos kind of disappeared. She shakes back. Just, hmm. Just go out, put on a little show of everything's fine and maybe a free round of drinks for everybody. That calms most people. I could also do another show if I need.
I think you've earned a break. And then when Priya says that, she walks out the door and leaves the door open behind her. Puts it out like, we're under new management.
Yeah,
Everyone,
they aren't.
yeah.
They don't question it. Like clearly seeing that you are a different person, it's just, yep, we were with you the whole time. You get bows and like supplication and lots of fear.
Um, and I say, with new management comes big changes. Or at least that's always the goal, right? And I do offer, I'm like, a round of drinks for everyone in the establishment, and I then offer everyone's first bet. They don't lose it.
Of course, mistress. We'll get right on it. There, the staff around that have gathered around the other side of the door are clearly bewildered at this request, but as kind of like that maitre d' type person just turns to them and just, you heard the mistress? Go! Be gone! And they all just run off and go to spread the word. Also, hi Raiders! Ballad of the
Hey,
Seven
Raid.
Dice. Thank you so much for the raid. We heckin' appreciate it. And just as a note, you would notice that as Priya has turned to go, greet these people, Priya's hair is just glimmering with millions of stone. And
I'm so cool.
Emma,
Ready?
as Priya has walked away, you feel a tug on your hand. You want to go see my playground?
Just I still sort of like startled by the fact that she's even here, like does not believe that she is real. I think like I watched her go last time. And just sort of like looking after Priya going, like she's gonna like ask a question, but then she's gone. It's okay. Where are we going?
Well,
Is it here?
after I left the house, after I said goodbye, I wandered for a while. But I met a lot of really nice people that all pointed me where to go, and I found a lot of other spirits like me that wanted to play, so we made a playground.
Thing is sobbing.
Yeah.
I'm not in the room, but Holly is very touched. Yes.
It is holding it together. I think because Zaffy's much shorter than Emma is now. So
Like
Emma's sort of like it's
2.5 feet tall, maybe.
she's just a little guy. It's okay. It's fine. So she like gets like on her knees, just like at her level. Just like, if I go play with you, I don't know that I can stay. You know that, right?
Just she like reaches up and like grabs onto your wrist, and there's a little bit of a sharp pain, kind of like getting an ear pierced. and then lets go, and there's this charm. Same charm that the two of you made when she was all you had, when you bent the paper clips and, made the imaginary jewel that went in it, except this is real. This is silver and emerald and... See, now you can come and go. Now come on. I want to introduce you.
Oh, just sort of like looking back and forth between Fang and Zeffy. Like I'll be back.
Wrench when you're back.
Okay.
And that exchange happens as I'm like coming in, and I like just put it together very quickly, and Priya's just like, you always have a place.
I'll be back. And just sort of gets up, hand in hand, running.
Like running straight towards the wall, which just opens up. This kind of misty portal, and the two of them just disappear.
And I think like before, in like this couple of seconds before they disappear, Emma is very quickly the size of Zeffy. And they are a matched pair. And then they're out.
With
I'm not
that,
crying, you're crying.
we're led into this astral between plane where wayward spirits come to feel at peace, to rest, have a moment themselves eating. And every single one of them is greeted by Zeffy. Treats all of them like friends, and for whatever Zeffy was, whatever world-altering powers Zeffy had gathered, she's put it to use here. She's created a sanctuary, wayward spirits.
Aww.
Fang and Priya, the two of you are left in the office of death, the Crimson Kiss, with infinite souls now being presented free drinks and a free bet at the various gambling tables. And if the two of you would step out of the office, it would look like whatever you want it to look. This building is
Oh.
at your whim.
In that case.
Okay.
Redecorating.
um, there are some elements to what it was before that I enjoyed, but it definitely is like, golds, emerald greens, very art deco, like, and like green velvet chairs, and like some next level stuff there. Yeah, very like swanky, upscale, like
Betcha.
yes. I mean,
And of course, you have literally all the time in the universe to figure out how exactly you want this place to look.
yeah, that's why I'm like, I mean, I've got time, so I'm assuming Bang is still with me.
Fang
Yes,
is right
okay.
there by your side at this little
Okay.
balcony that overlooks the casino floor.
I mean, I need entertainment. And
And she's like 1,000 yard stare off in the other direction. It's like, oh, what?
I said
Entertainment?
I need entertainment here on a regular basis, and I also maybe need somebody to like help me.
you.
And
They're calling it these days.
right, and you know, maybe and like this is a side of Bria that no one sees. Like this is a very like it's not cold at all actually. Like it's like almost it is almost like a loving embrace like feeling. Like this is like a it's
Right
like
from
a
your
yeah.
father's side, but Gaia's side.
like very we're not there's like a feeling of like we're sad it's over but we're glad it happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe that Priya kind of is now going to emote as, I guess, death. So um but and so when she looks at you and is like, we need entertainment, she's like, I have never had this kind of power, but you have. And like, she's just going on, and you hear her rattle off this like nice long list of like why she wants you to stay. And at the end, it's like, and then, we could just like be together. And it like trails off very quickly. Like,
I'm sorry. I think there was something, a last little thing on that list that I didn't quite hear. The music so loud,
and,
What was that?
um, and then we could just be together.
I'm sorry. Is Death asking me to be their girlfriend? This is like the start of some sort of joke, but I'm about it. Death, fallen god, walk into a bar. They make out. Oh,
And
wait. We
then
should probably do
they
that
own
part.
it at the same time. It's fine.
There we go. Well, I am a fan of, I don't know, maybe a jazz night every Wednesday. I mean, that's the only time I have to be in the public.
and like Priya just kind of like smiles because like she just cannot relate whatsoever. Like that's why she's so glad that like Fang is here, and she's like, you can do as you wish.
Again, that just sickly smile kind of comes back. The glitter in the eye, the like far off stare, the things are kind of gone. I think too. Again, words gonna end with this flavor of this new shit she's going through. The tattoos do come back up, like start to kind of like appear. But I think this time it is there. It's like maybe a much more like smooth kind of pattern, it's not as tumultuous, it's a little more like calming and happy. And she's like, well, I find those terms very agreeable, mistress.
And Priya just like blushes, like it is like next level, like. And in fact, when she blushes, the one thing that like Priya kept was like the aura of like the aurora borealis like around her. It kind of gets a little bright, like like
Happy Pride,
she
y'all.
Happy Pride, y'all. My tattoos turn the same color.
yeah, right, love it. All right,
Stop.
Love it.
and then
But we'll fully do the just kind of like smile and then like, do you want to maybe get a
and
drink?
and
And
before like Priya does not even let you finish, and she's like, whatever it is, yes.
wonderful.
I think at that exact moment, Taylor would get a invitation that just materializes. It says, "Bring all of your what is Fang referred to as?"
Hmm. Like what does
Like-
Taylor the Tailor refer to me as?
Yeah. The
Taylor.
title.
Taylor?
We made it really confusing, new
Mhm.
people.
Title.
My name is Taylor. I have Taylor the Tailor. It's a thing. No.
Better half.
Yeah. I think it's probably like it's probably been one of those like relationships of like don't refer to me at all if you don't have to kind of vibe sometimes too. But yeah, it's probably just like a maybe I feel like I'd be real like pompous and be like the lady of the house or something like real goofy.
Taylor would get an invitation that says, "Please bring all of Lady Fang's possessions to this address at your earliest convenience. Thank you." As the Crimson Kiss sends it out to and like builds a room for you, just kind of like off the office.
I spend so much time telling the house how to make it look. It's gonna be great. Eventually, not tonight. There are other things on
Yeah,
Fang's mind
well-
tonight.
It's later down the docket.
Yeah.
But I feel with death conquered, with life discovered, with a new future for all of us, that is a wonderful place for us to bring this game to a close.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
It's fine. I'm fine. I am emotionally well.
We not only stopped the apocalypse, we all got what I would consider a very happy ending. So, okay.
Parts of it.
Yeah, right.
You cried.
Sorry.
Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to my lovely cast for being their lovely selves. I'm gonna go around one more time, give everyone a chance to tell people who you are and where they can find you on the internet. We'll go the same order we did for intros, so we'll start with Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor at _potato _ on the internet. Where you can find me pretty much anywhere. Yeah, I'm not doing a ton currently. Nice and chill. Working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes, so keep an eye on that over on High Shelf Collective. We've got some fun stuff coming up. Like this Saturday, I'll be playing in a Call of Cthulhu game ran by Turk. I'm very excited to finally play it, and by someone that does the spooky goodness of that game. So, but then you can find me also on Apochromatic Unlimited, which is an all BIPOC ran organization where you're making a zine, actual plays, all to uplift BIPOC voices in the TTRPG space. Currently have some fun projects in the can about to start dropping, plus obviously the zine is in the works and the final little design bits I'm ready to get my hands on. But next week on Monday we kick off our Pride fundraiser. We're gonna have like giveaways and events and all sorts of stuff. I will be running the first game on Monday, which is gonna be Girl by Moonlight, a little one shot, so check that out on Monday, and with other games coming the couple of weeks following that.
Heck yeah. And of course, all the other games that you'll be in over here, because we're just gonna keep roping you back in.
Yeah. My June is chill, but after that, y'all ain't get rid of me.
And then over to Kit, who just has the most emotional story in this game.
Listen. I did not bring this arc to you, Hoop. You did this all on your own, and I love every bit of it. It's delightful. Hi everybody. I'm Kit. You can find me places on the internet at KitRollCause. I believe it is above me. I have been your Emma tonight, your imaginary friend. Yes, you. I'm all of your friend now. You can find me all over, honestly. I'm doing a lot this month, guys. Tomorrow we are starting a sort of playtest situation for a fun little game called Cottages in Cerberus over on Chaotic Goat Productions. There will be links to that that I will be posting. It's a cozy little game if you like Monster Hunter, if you like cottagecore things. It's sort of those two combined. There's a mechanic that involves the spoon theory. It's delightful. I will be playing an ice cream wizard. So like that's what's happening. The vibes are immaculate, guys. It's gonna be awesome. And that will be running for the next few Mondays, so come check it out. On Wednesday, I will be over on Exquisite Corpse, where we are doing a fun little Pride fundraiser. I will be on the Oops All Aces table playing a game that I believe somebody here wrote. If I'm not mistaken, a fun little ghosty game situation.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, someone's running my game? What? Hold on, this is news to me. Hold on, what's going on?
I'll send you links. I'll send you links,
Okay.
bestie.
Holy shit!
It's an awesome game. You should check it out. Go check out Taylor's stuff. She writes awesome games, and she runs awesome games.
That's the only one
It's
published. Go
sick.
see it.
It's newly it was for a game jam over on this channel. It was awesome. All the games for that game jam were.
It's so new. I
incredible.
didn't realize you were talking about me.
It's an awesome game, and I'm excited to play it with an awesome all ace table. It's gonna be great. On Friday, we have the finale, the season finale of A Season of Secrets and Shadows, our Regency flavored Monster Hearts campaign over on Life from the Apocalypse. So check that out. And get ready for season 2. Confirmed? Question. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. And on Saturday, I'll be right back here for some Fabula Ultima, our Fatal Ascension, our Fabula Ultima campaign, where I'm just a little guy, just a little robot lad, hanging out. I promise I didn't kill the king, guys. No matter what they tell you, we didn't do it. It's fine.
We didn't do
not
it.
on the run. You're on the run.
That's so funny.
But yeah, there's a couple other fundraisers going on this month. I will be linking those on Twitter more in the future. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you'd love to see. And that brings us over to Holly.
It's me. I'm OMG Holly D anywhere and everywhere on the interwebs. Let's be friends. Other than that, I don't have anything going on. So, the rest of the month, I will be at Origins though in a couple of weeks. So, if you're gonna be there, come find me. Let's meet. Other than that, really, that's it for me. I'm hoping in July we can get part 2, maybe a whole series. I'm just throwing it out there of Orbital Blues, because Taylor and I are also flirting in that game. You guys are welcome.
Won't stop.
A win is a win. Love to see it.
There's a love triangle.
There's a
possibly
triangle
there, though.
for sure.
Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting.
You said it like it's a bad thing.
No, not when.
Especially when I started
not
the
when
game
you're-
thinking that I would like be flirting
Right.
with 2 different people, and now they're possibly. It's confusing.
Fine. But yeah, other than that, happy Pride. Don't forget, trans people are under fire in our country. Sorry, not trying to be serious, but I'm sick of this crap. So, I hate to be like love is love this month. I just want to be like, let's set shit on fire. So, be gay, do crime. That's it.
Great.
I'd say less.
This leaves me. I, of course, have been Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game. I love this game. This cast was wonderful. The story that we told was amazing and heartwarming, and I was definitely a little worried when we filled the Doomsday Clock and we were like halfway through the session.
Oops.
But we brought it around. We did it.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, you can find me
What
here.
a genius freaking encounter to fight death with a poker game or a bluffing. Oh,
Honestly.
Yeah, you can
I
find
want
me
to grow up
here
to be you.
all the time. With my next game is the 13th, running some Pathfinder 2nd Edition of Part 2. They are pirates. They are exploring a giant dragon turtle island, which is going to be awesome. But if you want to come and roll some dice with us, our casting call is currently open. You can find that on our Twitter, or you can join our Discord, link down below, that big old button that says Discord. It's where we post things like casting call schedules and just generally hang out and be big gay nerds. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a raid over to our friends at Insomnia Night RPG, who's playing some Fallout 2D20. Which
I want to play so bad.
it has been on my list to do, but I just haven't. Which you'd think I could, because I control the games that go out every month, but
There's just so many and so little
Put
time.
it on the
many.
list. We'll get to it.
Don't buy.
but yeah, that's it. That's all we got. As always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.